Hey guys, happy Friday. Hope we are all good. The week is ending well. And we're gearing up for the weekend. Hopefully get some rest before a new week begins. Happy new month. Today's the second. Happy new month. The days are flying. So today I just want to talk about the CCA Confidence Comeback Academy. I have recently posted on it and just want to talk a little bit more about it. So CCA is for women, one. So if you're a woman, karibu. If you're a man who has a woman that they love and wants to see this woman live her best life and just come out of every shell that she may have placed herself or been placed into, this is for you as well, so that you can encourage this woman in your life to join in. So the Confidence Comeback Academy, it is my baby. And it stemmed from just me being on this journey. I am on this journey. I've not yet graduated, but I am on this journey of finding myself and gaining back my confidence that I once had. It's sort of like my confidence was fully diminished in years past, but I am basically gaining my confidence back and finding myself again. And like I was given a proper term for what I explained in the last video about, just sitting with myself and being honest and going years back, going like 30 years back to just try and figure what some things that happened in my childhood mean and what bearing they had, and me seeing what bearing they had in everything else that has happened as I have grown and as into adulthood. Somebody just mentioned it to me that I am reparenting my inner child, and it is true. I am reparenting my inner child. It's a journey. It's a journey I'm so glad I'm on, because I think everybody needs to go through this same journey where you just confront things that you may have consciously or subconsciously put under the pillow. Put under the pillow. Gosh, that's not the correct phrase. Swept under the carpet. And okay, I put under the pillow, but yeah, swept under the carpet, that's the correct term. And just figuring, okay, this happened, it doesn't have to be anything, many people might think, it's some really big thing, it may just be something little, like what I explained about my class 5 teacher not liking me, and had it having such a bearing on my life, and just other small things that I didn't mention on the video, that afterwards I'm just like, hey, this one had a bearing, this one had a bearing, this one had a bearing, and just getting to this point in my life where I'm now like, you know what, I keep putting this as a tagline, you only live once, YOLO. We all say YOLO, and it's true. You only live once. You only have this one life to live. So why not do it right? Why not, brush off, shrug off all the expectations that the world has of you, and just make it your life ambition to live a life that there's only you're living for an audience of one. Basically, it's just God. And that should be your life's ambition, to live in alignment with His will for your life, and just letting go of all the expectations that everybody has of you, to do that. So yeah, that's where it came from. I started myself on a journey to, just figure out things, be honest with myself, and break out of the shell and of the things that had me bound in terms of not being able to live a full life, and it is a beautiful journey, sometimes painful, because some of the things you have to confront, you're just like, hey, okay, this is a truth that I never thought would be, or this is a truth that I wish I didn't have to confront, but I am doing that, and it has brought me to this place where I'm like, why should I do this on my own? There are so many women who need to break out of their shells. Like, there's so many of us women who are just walking around with little masks and, with our heads down and, like, let me just be quiet. Let me just be silent. Let me let me not take up space, let me not take up my position where I need to, whether it's at work, whether it's, in friendship circles, whether it's with family, just taking up your position, we mentioned the Proverbs 31 woman a lot, and, a wife of noble character who will find. But imagine if you go through that Proverbs 31, 10 to 31, this woman was so enterprising. Like, she was not waiting for it. She considers her field and buys it. She was not waiting for anybody to tell her anything. She would do what she needs to do because she knows her position. She knows her place, Even her husband knew, he praised her at the city gates. Was it her praising at the city gates? Anyway, he praised her as well because it's just like, this woman, she is so good for me. Like, one, I lack nothing. Two, I see everything that she's doing. And she considers a field, she goes out and gets spices and things from afar. She makes sachets for the merchants. She was a businesswoman. She was a great mother. She was a great wife, She did not cower down. She took, like, every single area of her life was on point, because she knew who she was. So for me, I'm just like, we all need to know who we are in Christ, and just stand up and shake off all those barriers, all those things that have kept us down, all those words. I think for most women, it's words that have really, really, put us down, and, just shake them off. I usually tell my daughter, like, there is no need to ever be afraid of anybody, because this is mere man like you and me who can only destroy the body. The only person you should be afraid of is God. Your only fear. Yeah, you should only be fearful. Okay, you see, I'm trying to find the right way to say it, but yeah, fear no one but God, who can destroy both the body and the soul. A man will not do anything to you. The most they can do is get pissed off at you, or, never talk to you again, and things like that. But fear no one, fear no one, stand up for yourself. So, those that have signed up, yay. We already have a small community growing. I have put the link in my bio for how you can purchase the daily journal. So basically, just go back to the last post. We have a daily journal you can keep, once you get, it's an ebook. Once you get it, you can download it and you keep using it, just keep using it for as much as you want. Like, when you download it, you can print the pages, and say, okay, this one I'll do next month, or I'll do it another time. But you can keep redoing it. Our community for each cohort, I've used the word cohort, but yeah, for each cohort will be 4 weeks. So we'll be meeting every week for 4 weeks on Saturdays, just to go through it and to help each other out. And then we'll remain in the community. The $9.99 or $8.35 that you'll purchase a book with just gets you into the private community, and you'll be a lifelong member and enjoy perks, and all the goodies that come, and, exclusive access to so many things that are in the works for the near future. So go to my bio, join the community, purchase the ebook, the daily journal, and yeah, we start Monday, and I can't wait to raise an army of women who are super confident and audacious about what they believe in and what they want to do for themselves and for those that they love. So, yep, can't wait.